So when you buy lamb shanks, you can either get the shank that's from the front of the leg, the foreshank, or you can get the shank that's from the back of the leg, the hind shank. The foreshank has a lot more flavor and is more meaty. So this is the foreshank. So that's just below the knee. And when you buy them, they have this nice silver skin on them, see? So you want to make sure that you talk to your butcher and you make sure that you get the right cut. So the first thing we want to do, because these are going to be braised in some liquid, is take them and dry them off on some paper towel, because you want your salt and pepper really to really adhere to that. So I just take a couple sheets of paper towel, take these shanks, and you can see they're rather big. So one of these can serve 2 people. Give them a good shaking of salt and some coarse black pepper. So we have a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in a Dutch oven, and here are those shanks. So we want to brown these well on both sides. And that is going to take a little time, about 5 minutes, because you really want to seal in that flavor. So don't rush this process. And while these are browning, I'll tell you what else goes in with this. So for this, we want to have some tomato, so pureed tomato, about 2 cups of pureed tomatoes. And 2 cups of wine. So here's 2 cups of red wine. Any wine that you like to drink is a perfect wine to use in cooking. And then we want to have some beef stock. I'm not going to put all of this in. I'm going to put about 1 cup in. And as this cooks in the oven, I'm going to then, taste it and see if it needs any more liquid. So I save a little bit aside. So you want to mix all of that together. And then with it, we want a bay leaf. And you want to leave those whole because you don't want to break it up. It could get stuck, in the sauce. And then if you get a little piece of that in your throat, you'll be coughing and doing all sorts of things. So leave it whole. You can fish it out at the end. And then to boost up the flavor even more, we have bouillon cubes. So here's what they look like when you buy them in the store. I've used one here that I've crushed up. So I'm going to put 1 crushed up beef bouillon cube in there. And then you're going to want some tomato paste. You can buy it in a jar like that, or you can get it in a tube. If you buy it in the tube, it's a lot easier to keep it in the refrigerator. So here we have about 1 tablespoon of the tomato paste. And that's going to go in. And you really give that a good mix. So this is what these shanks are going to cook in and make a beautiful sauce. And now we can take the shanks out. You see how nice they have browned. Take them out, and then in those drippings, we're going to add 1 onion chopped up, 1 carrot. Get that going a little bit. And a garlic clove. So now we're going to let this cook just until the onions start to wilt down a little bit. Now we can put the shanks back in right on top of those aromatic vegetables, just like that, and add our sauce. Give that a quick stir. Your oven is on at 325 degrees. This is going to cook at least for a couple of hours. So this is one of those fix it and forget it dinners.